I don't know how to look at the camera or anything. Like, do I look at it right there, or I don't know. If I look at the camera wrong during this video, then is that it? Like, I think, I don't know, because like that's just looking up, but I don't know. Anyways, we just hit 100,000 followers on TikTok. That's crazy. That's really crazy. So in honor of that achievement, this is the Q&A. I posted a video about a month ago saying I was gonna do Q&A. I kind of held up on it, trying to get more and more questions, and I think some people just thought I gave up on it, which for a little bit I kind of did. But then I thought about it. I was gonna wait until 100,000, and so here we are. We're at 100,000. We can finally do the Q&A. You know, there's over like 100 questions. I wish I could answer them all. I'll try and get as many in this video as I can or want to, I guess. But yeah, if you commented asking a question, then thank you for adding to it. But most importantly, thank you for 100,000 followers. That's really crazy. It's such an insane milestone. I never would have thought I would have hit it this year or even next year or anything. So yeah, just a big thank you for supporting me and for being here for what all I do. So I've talked for like a minute and a half now. It's probably really annoying to you guys for an intro, so let's answer some questions. Okay, to start off, we'll do a common question. I get asked this a lot. Vane asked me what's my top 5 favorite musicians or bands. This is a bit of a hard list for me because part of me doesn't know, but I kind of do know. So number 1, we'll top it with Buckethead, of course, the GOAT. He's my favorite. There's no hiding that. Anything Buckethead does, I love, you know, whether it's Praxis or Thanatopsis or Giant Robot Band or anything he does, you know, I listen to all of it an unhealthy amount. So I'd say number 2 would be Megadeth. Easily my favorite metal band. They're so good. 90s Megadeth is a monster to deal with. You know, when you have Euthanasia and Rest in Peace and Countdown and Cryptic Writings, and I'm not going to talk about Risk. So all those records are really amazing. And then after that, I'd say Metallica. Love Metallica. Doesn't, you know, they're one of the best bands ever. Just how it is. Number 4, I'll go Polyphia. Yeah, I got into Polyphia this year, and it's probably the most different thing I listen to because I don't listen to really anything else that has trap beats or anything crazy like that. So it's been a different experience, but I really like it. I think it's cool. It challenges me in my guitar playing and my listening abilities, opens myself up to extra stuff. So yeah, and then number 5, you know, I think right now, that's the problem. My number 5 spot like always changes. I think right now it's Deli Creeps. I love the Deli Creeps. They're really, really good. If you haven't checked them out, please do. They're really good, really heavy avant-garde music. It's really, really neat. Nobody really knows about them either, so check them out. Yeah, they have a really cool album called Dawn of the Deli Creeps on Spotify and Bandcamp. They also have some really cool demos and live shows, so that's, I think right now it's my top 5. Since we already mentioned Polyphia, Cactus Junk asked me what was my favorite Polyphia song, and that is So Strange off of New Levels, New Devils, easily. I love that song. I love it. Ever since I first heard it. I remember I first heard it in... When did I hear it? I don't remember. Well, I slightly do. I just don't like fully remember where I was. But I know that the first time I heard that song, I put it on loop for like 30 minutes. I thought it was so good. I loved it. I fell in love with that song immediately. I think it's the best Polyphia song. If you haven't heard it, check it out. It's from New Levels, New Devils. One of the few Polyphia songs with vocals, but it works so well. So there we go. So Eli asked, was it hard to start playing guitar, and how much did you practice when you start? And so yes and no. Getting into electric guitar before, I'll have a video talking about this later on, but I was a drummer and a bassist before I started playing electric guitar. I really wanted to play bass really bad, and my dad had electric guitars, And so I'd pick up the electric guitar and I would strum it like a bass. I would sit there and I'd pluck with 2 fingers like I was playing bass, because I just wanted to be a bass player. And eventually I got a bass, and so then I just kind of forgot about the guitar. And I didn't like the guitar because I couldn't play it, and that made me mad. And then when I got into Nirvana, that's when I started learning. And the learning curve at first was a little tough. And so thankfully, you know, of course I'm mostly self-taught, except for like 3 or 4 months maybe I took lessons, and during those lessons, you know, I learned the basic chords like G and D and A and E and all that, and I learned how to play like Pretty Woman by Roy Orbison. But everything else, you know, everything else I do just came naturally. So of course I practiced a lot more than when I started. When I started playing, I probably practiced about 1.5 to 2 hours a day maybe, because, you know, I split a lot of things up and I did multiple things and everything. As in, I played more video games then. Now I don't as much now. So, yeah. But, yeah, I'd say that 1.5 to 2 hour mark is kind of around where I practiced. And when I did practice, I really just tried to learn Nirvana songs. For like the first year, I learned every Nirvana song on guitar. You can name any Nirvana song. I don't care what it is. I don't care how deep of a cut it is. I don't care if it smells like Teen Spirit or Enter Exorcist. I know it. I don't know why I did that. I thinking back, it's so stupid. It's so stupid. But we all start somewhere and we all grow from somewhere. So, yeah. It worked out. It worked out. It was annoying because without the lessons, I felt kind of lost. And I was like, how do you chord? What? And so, having those lessons did help me, because the teacher, he's admittedly a really good player, so having that was a fun thing to have there with me. So, yeah. Which just kind of leads into the next question, asking if I'm self-taught, and yes, pretty much. I had lessons for, again, like 3 or 4 months, something like that. I don't even fully remember. But, you know, I had those lessons, and then the rest of the stuff has just been me at home, watching concert clips, watching covers, you know, watching interviews with my favorite musicians, listening to podcasts, all sorts of stuff, and just playing. You know, before, like, I've always done that, of course, but, of course, as you get better, your discipline for practice changes over time. So before, when I might have done an hour a day, now I'm trying to push for, you know, like, instead of an hour, do like 3 hours or something, you know, instead of getting on a video game for an hour and just, you know, getting bored after a while, you know, practice guitar for an hour, you know. But ultimately I practice when I want to, and I practice what I want to practice, because it's important to kind of have that kind of dynamic of, you know, wanting to get better and challenging yourself, but also, you know, having fun with it and doing, you know, what you want to do, because it should be really both balanced out. So you're challenging yourself and there's plenty for you to learn, but you're also having fun and you just want to do more at the same time, you know. I think that's how I've been able to, you know, practice the amount that I do, and, you know, kind of have my discipline on it increase, because I don't force myself to play, you know. I don't sit there and when I'm like, oh, I haven't practiced yet for 5 hours or however long, you know, I don't sit there and force myself to do that, you know. I pick up the guitar whenever I want to pick it up, and I just play what I want, and that makes me love the instrument. And so I've kind of learned that just through myself. So self-teaching helps in various ways. But, you know, if there was an amazing teacher nearby that just knew everything and could do everything and all this nice stuff, you know, I wouldn't be opposed to learning. You know, if we had like Paul Gilbert as a guitar teacher, you know, I'd be immediately like, sign me up. I need to know everything, you know. So, yeah, being self-taught can be good and all. It also has its downfalls as well, but yeah, that's where I am so far. 4 years in, self-teaching it's done good. Hunter asked a pretty interesting question, asking, how did you get better and how did you notice that you were good? So I'm not good. I have a lot to improve on. My skills are really not all that much. I've only gotten better because I've practiced a bunch, and when I can't do something, it irritates me, and so I try and do it. And so it's like, oh, I can't play this solo, I'm gonna work on this solo now. I can't play this riff, I'm gonna work on this riff now. That's what pushes me. My guitar journey has been pushed through annoyance that I can't do it. And so I guess that motivation and that stubbornness for wanting to be better and not suck has helped me. But there's really no point in which I thought, wow, I'm really good, I really made it, because I don't think that I don't think I'm really at that point yet. I have all right skills, you know, I'm not bad, but I certainly don't think I'm really good or anything. I don't think I'm really stand out or anything like that. I think I have a long time to really kind of stand out and be an amazing player, which, you know, I hope it comes shorter, in a shorter amount of time, but it takes practice and patience and a whole bunch of stuff. So yeah, really it's just practicing and having motivation and love for music. That's what's kind of made me better. That's pretty much it. Maybe one day I can play Smoke on the Water. So Aubrey asked, how long have you been playing guitar, and do you play anything else? Which I get asked this question a lot, and I say it a lot too. So I'll repeat it again. I've been playing for 4 years. 4 years. I started in 2018. It's now 2022, so this will mark the 4th year of my playing. Of course, like I said earlier, I was a drummer and a bassist before. I still play bass, sometimes, not as much as I should, not as much. I think I said that right, I don't know. I need to play it more. And I haven't played drums for a while, which that'll change soon, actually, which is pretty cool. But I played trumpet in the middle school band. I enjoyed it for like 2 years. And then 8th grade, when I started playing guitar, I got so tired of trumpet and I just wanted to play guitar, and so I kind of just gave up the trumpet. I can play drums, bass, ukulele. I can dabble around on a keyboard. I know the notes from the guitar, so I can sort of do that. Play some mean harmonica. You know, never heard me on some harmonica. I might have to do a video on that. I wish I could play banjo. I really want to play banjo. I think that'd be cool. You know, because nobody really shreds banjo anymore, and I want to shred banjo. I think that'd be cool. So yeah. Well, what else do I play? I don't know what else I play. There's probably something, but I just like to dabble in a whole bunch of instruments. Anything I can get my hands on, I'll play. So multiple people ask this question, just asking for beginner tips. So here's a universal question and an answer for you. Biggest thing, just play what you love, play when you want to play. Do what inspires you to play more, whatever makes you want to pick up your guitar and strum it more. That's what's good. That's what's best in my eyes, you know? Staying inspired, staying creative, challenging yourself, while also having fun. That's the biggest thing. Don't worry so much about needing the most expensive gear or the most specific gear. As long as you can get started and enjoy music and fully pursue it more, you know, that's what's important. So that's the biggest piece of advice I can give you. And prepare for a lot of long nights and long practice sessions. You're gonna have good days, you're gonna have bad days. So get ready for those, because one day you're gonna play like you're Paul Gilbert, then the next day you sound like you've never picked up a guitar before. So it's part of it, but it's a learning process and you'll get used to it. It's just welcome to guitar playing. So I think this is an interesting topic to kind of bring up. Sadie asked, what keeps you motivated to play? And there's really no thing that demotivates me from playing. I'm always motivated to play because I love music. You know, I love it so much. How could I not? You know, music is everything to me. And so I'm constantly motivated to play because, you know, I constantly have great songs in mind. I constantly, you know, surround myself with a lot of great things. And so being able to have that stuff around me and have it push me keeps me wanting to pick up the guitar more. You know, when I'm constantly, you know, hearing Buckethead and Paul Gilbert and Polyphia and all these amazing players, I constantly think, wow, I want to pick up my guitar right now and start playing, you know. And so I've never really felt a point of demotivation in my playing. I know that some people experience that, and I've been asked about that. And I wish I could give a more thorough answer on how to combat that. But just coming from personal experience in my 4 years, I've never felt burnt out or that kind of lack of desire wanting to play. because I always want to play, you know. Anytime I'm somewhere, you know, I'm like, I wish I could play guitar right now. So really just loving music keeps me motivated to play. That's what's important. Yeah, so if you lack the motivation to right now and you feel like you're forcing yourself to play, don't force yourself, you know. Give yourself time to, you know, come back to it and work it out. And maybe in that break, you'll find this love for music and rush back to the guitar. So, yeah. And we're gonna stop there for the Q&A. Yeah, this is the end. I want to thank you all for 100,000 followers. It's absolutely insane. Everyone that's been following the YouTube as well, thank you very much for 2,000 subscribers. It's absolutely insane. The support is always appreciated. Thank you all for watching the videos, for liking the videos, commenting, engaging, everything. You guys are absolutely amazing. I have such a nice fan base. To see everyone just be so kind and everything it's really wholesome. And what are you looking at? Like 1,000-yard stare. Like, did you see Nom? Are you good? But yeah, thank you very much for all the support. I can't wait to see what this new year brings. And yeah, I'm not really good at these talks, so all right, everyone, I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye. Oh, wait.